Hey guys, my name is Nora Franch, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at CatholicMindsetCoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessedness Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. We're reading from The Language of Letting Go. The title of the reading for today is Boundaries, May 17th, page 137. Sometimes life and people seem to push and push. Because we are so used to pain, we may tell ourselves it doesn't hurt. Because we are so used to people controlling and manipulating us, we may tell ourselves there is something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with us. Life is pushing and hurting to get our attention. Sometimes the pain and pushing are moving toward a lesson. The lesson may be that we've become too controlling, or maybe we're being pushed to own our own power to take care of ourselves. The issue is boundaries. If something or somebody is pushing us to our limits, that's exactly what's happening. We're being pushed to our limits. We can be grateful for the lesson that's here to help us explore and set our boundaries. Today, I will give myself permission to set the limits I want and need to set in my life. Okay, I am currently feeling very pushed in something that's just going on today. And so it's really lovely and helpful to hear this on today. I think it's something I'm meant to hear. And it's, boundaries have always been an issue for me. There's something very hard and about it to me. Other people love setting boundaries. And I like that they say it here, if life feels like it's pushing and hurting, then it is. It's pushing and hurting. So that means we get to do something about it. And we get to decide. Something else I was listening to recently said that, we decide what boundaries are set. If you feel like a boundary's been set, you need to get clear on what is it, because the only one setting the boundary that you have is you. And so you need to become very clear with what your boundary is so that you can own it, so you can stick to it. So if someone's crossing it, you know it right away, and you can say something about it. And so right now, I feel like a boundary's being crossed, but I don't quite know what it is. So this is calling me to work on something. Someone's not getting back to me. I'm trying to plan my day. I'm worried that they're not going to like what I decide to do, but they're not getting back to me. So I'm feeling very frustrated. And really, I get to decide what the boundary is in terms of me deciding what to do with my day when I'm not being communicated with. But then, see, I can feel it stirring up in me. This is something I get to journal about, hopefully later, that even though I'm frustrated and angry about the lack of communication, that doesn't give me the right to lash out about that. Just because I'm frustrated because I feel like, there's an indecency going on here. I am not a victim, because what I still get to own is the way I choose to think about it. And the way that I choose to think about it creates that emotional chemistry in my body. So I'm feeling anger, and I think it's because someone's not getting back to me. But really, it's what I'm thinking about the fact about whatever it is that someone's not getting back to me. What creates this emotion of anger is not what that person is doing, it's what I think about what they're doing and what I'm worried about internally. And just saying that out loud, I felt like the buzziness kind of died down a little bit because I know that's true. And so I don't have to be at the mercy of somebody else not getting back to me. I get to own how I'm choosing to think about it so that I can show up in a way that is good for me, that I can function better from, and that I can show up in integrity with who I want to be, how I want to think about things, and ultimately who I want to be in the sight of God. With that, I pass.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. But more than that, it's important to me to give listeners like yourself a place where you do not need to feel alone on your 12-step journey. And for that reason, I've created a Facebook group. It's called Grateful Blessed Mess. And it's a place where listeners can go to add their own commentary on the share for the day, in addition to my own, and for us just to have a conversation or start a back and forth where people can find support in their 12-step journey. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.